Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a weekly cryptocurrency update. I'm going to be talking about some of the biggest pieces of news over the past week, and then I'm going to be discussing the prices of some of our favorite cryptocurrencies. And as we can see, it's been a pretty bad week for crypto. Most of the cryptos are down roughly 15 to 25% on the week, and everything is red, which is interesting to see. Of course, our favorite cryptocurrency, Chainlink, is still up 22% on the week, which is interesting to see. However, it is definitely a down week for the vast majority of cryptos, and if crypto continues to trend down, well, probably all cryptos will go with it. Anyway, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. I did do a video a couple of days ago on why crypto is falling. However, I will rehash a few of those things. The first reason is because the Federal Reserve made quite a bearish report about the macro economy. The Federal Reserve said that they'll probably need to start selling bonds soon, which essentially means that the Federal Reserve will start clearing money out of all of the markets, which of course is negative in the short term for the markets, and it led to a bit of a correction. Now, another bit of news that occurred is the Kazakhstan government decided to shut down the internet amid protests, and this resulted in Bitcoin's hash rate falling roughly 13%. Of course, stuff like this can scare people in the markets and it can result in dips. Bitcoin's hash rate, however, isn't actually related to its price at all. Bitcoin's hash rate just says the network security, and a 13% drop in Bitcoin's network security means nothing. It still probably won't be attacked. However, people do react to news like this quite negatively, even though this doesn't actually mean anything in the long term. So, stuff like this did result in a drop, and it's amazing to see as this looks quite similar to what actually occurred back in May when we saw a big drop. China shut down the majority of Bitcoin mines and Bitcoin's hash rate dropped something like 30 or 40%, which is much bigger than what is happening right now. And the Federal Reserve and the macro economy was very, very uncertain. There were new variants coming out and talk of raising interest rates, and this led to a pretty brief bear market for the majority of cryptocurrencies. Of course, a lot of people do think that we're actually beginning to enter a bear market with all of this very negative news. However, I would disagree with this, and I would say that we are still very much in a bull market, and I will explain why I believe this. Now, the first thing to do is look at the macro chart for Ethereum, and as we can see, Ethereum was hanging around the bull market support band. It was holding it, and then it cleanly broke through in the past week or so. We can see that Ethereum has had a candle that is roughly down 20% or so, which is a very large drop for Ethereum. And we can see that Ethereum is down roughly 40% from its all-time high, which is another quite big drop. However, I do think that if we look at the macro chart, all is going quite well. In my opinion, both Bitcoin and Ethereum need to just make a higher low and then continue up. As we can see, Bitcoin and Ethereum's old low is somewhere around this range in May, where Ethereum bottomed out at around the 1800 mark. And if we go on and we look at the Bitcoin chart, we can see that Bitcoin bottomed out at around $30,000. And I do believe that if both of these cryptocurrencies can simply just make a higher low up here and then head back on off, I don't think there's too much to worry about. I definitely don't think that we're in a bear market or anything, and I still am quite happy with the prices. Another point to make is that if we look at Ethereum's price from roughly the beginning of the year, it is still, or from the beginning of 2021, it is still 350% up. And if we look at Ethereum's price from the beginning of the bull market, we can see that it is up 3000%. So Ethereum is still up massively and it is still going quite well. I do think that this dip is relatively negligible, and I would expect that we'll probably end up finding support around this area. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum finding support around the $3,000 range and then continuing to go back up. I do think 2022 will be a year of a lot of bullish catalysts. We'll see ETH 2.0 and a bunch of different things. Now, another thing that I do like to warn about is that when Ethereum was at $4,800, a lot of people were making very, very bullish predictions. People were saying that Ethereum would go to $20,000 by the end of the year, that we'd broken through the old all-time highs and there's no new resistance and we're just going to the moon. However, when Ethereum is at $3,000, people are saying the opposite. People are saying that this cycle was a double top and Ethereum is re-entering a multi-year bear market. People are saying Ethereum could probably go to $200, everything is going down and everything is crashing, and it shows how the markets do like to make you do the opposite of what you want to do. People sell when things are going down and they buy when things are going up, and this results in people losing money despite crypto appreciating substantially over the past couple of years. There's definitely a lot of people in cryptocurrency that have been in for multiple years and have lost money despite the amount that crypto has gone up. And I do think that this is because the market conditions you to do the wrong thing, which is buy when it's high and sell when it's low, which is not the correct thing to do. You do want to be buying when it's low and selling when it's high, and that's why I have been buying a bit of Ethereum on this recent dip, as I do think $3,000 is a relatively cheap price. I think there is quite a little bit of support around this range, and it is a good buy for Ethereum right now. Of course, there's a range of different outcomes that we could see, and one outcome that I've possibly been speculating on is that we are in some sort of a sideways to upwards trade right now, where we're slowly moving up and to the right. We're going sideways between sort of $1,500 and $5,000, however we are still slowly moving up and to the right. We're making higher lows, and then hopefully we do have a bit more of a large breakout like we saw all the way back in April or March. It would be good to see Ethereum make a higher low here and then continue to trend up. However, we will need to wait and see, and I have already discussed that enough in this video. Of course, it is quite interesting to see that Chainlink continues to hold up very, very well on this dip. And it is interesting because Chainlink hasn't been holding up too well in the past couple of weeks. If we look at, or in the past couple of months, and if we look at Chainlink in the past couple of weeks, it's just been slowly trending up despite all of the other cryptos falling by 50% or more, which is quite good to see. One of the interesting things about Chainlink is that we can see that it has broken through the bull market support band on Ethereum. If we take a look at Chainlink's macro chart against Ethereum, it's been trending down since August of 2020, and Chainlink was down roughly 90% against Ethereum just a couple of weeks ago, which is an absolutely huge move to the downside. However, Chainlink has currently pumped about 100% against Ethereum. I did say that if we wanted to see Chainlink actually move up against Ethereum, it would probably need to do a 100% move and get above the bull market support band, and it seems like Chainlink has done this. Chainlink had some old support in these ranges a couple of years ago now, so the support's not that good. However, it seems that Chainlink has broken through the bull market support band. Now, I would like to caution some people on this. Essentially, Chainlink definitely could just be doing a wick here and it could dump back down again. One of the things that would worry me the most is that if Ethereum and Bitcoin have another huge leg to the downside, I'm not sure if Chainlink will be able to continue holding up. Chainlink has just been going up and up slowly and steadily during this dip. However, if cryptos continue to go down, there's more fear in the market and there's more liquidations. I would expect Chainlink to do roughly the same thing as the market. Perhaps it could continue to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, it is sort of stopping a bit of a parabolic rally from Chainlink that we would like to be seeing. The main thing that I'm looking for with Chainlink is I do want to see it go up a bit more, come down and retest the bull market support band and sort of take off against Ethereum. I do think that Chainlink should be up in around these ranges, and I do think that these ranges are oversold for Chainlink. So I do actually think Chainlink has a good chance of outperforming Ethereum. I'm not sure if Chainlink will be able to go back to its old all-time highs, as I do think these all-time highs were very, very high against Ethereum, and it would take a very large move. However, I would expect Chainlink to go up against Ethereum, probably to the 0.018 ranges, and I do think that this is roughly fair value on a technical level. However, we will need to wait and see if Chainlink can actually sustain this breakout. I wouldn't get too excited about Chainlink just yet, as Chainlink has had a history of being a little bit disappointing over the past year, and it does occasionally drop back down quite a lot after it looks like it's about to break out. Regardless, this is the first big attempt at a breakout for Chainlink in over 1 year, and I would be very excited to see Chainlink actually do this move to the upside if it can sustain it. Anyway, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.